Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Tuesday for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And of course, it's brought to you by Valley Converting, located in Toronto, Ohio, T-Town, the Gem City. If you have paper products you need to recycle, make sure you get them to Valley Converting. They do a great job for the environment. They do a great job making great product and taking care of some product that can be recycled and turned into something new and fresh. So if you have paper recycling that you need to work with, make sure you call Valley Converting in Toronto. Ask for Mike, Toronto, Ohio. Ask for Mike Biasi. He'll take care of you. It is July 15th. It is a big day if you're a baseball fan because it is Major League Baseball All-Star Game tonight. Last night was the Home Run Derby. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Today, the 15th, a big day. A lot of days today, a lot of national days that, we'll talk about. But some birthdays to talk about. Linda Ronstadt. How about Linda Ronstadt, the award-winning singer, rock, country, light jazz, opera, Latin. She could do it all. Born in 1946, so turning 79 years old today. So happy birthday to Linda Ronstadt. Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker, actor, Academy Award winner, Last King of Scotland, won the Academy Award for Last King of Scotland. And then The Butler. And, Jamie Baker is coming to the room. She has a bone to pick with not Major League Baseball, but ESPN's coverage. I do too. I wasn't real pleased with the coverage last night. But Forrest Whitaker, Jamie, we're mentioning birthdays. Born in 1961.
Great year.
Absolutely. Born in 1961. Actor in Last King of Scotland. Won the Academy Award. The Butler. Great movie. The Godfather of Harlem. Now, the omission here, and it is unforgivable, really. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He is in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He's the star football player.
So I like being on the Phill-Up.
Why is that?
Because if we mention this movie to anybody else, you and I are like, yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Well, you think about it. Sean Penn, Academy Award winner.
That was a great film.
Nicolas Cage, Academy Award winner. Forrest Whitaker, Academy Award, all came out of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And when Fast Times at Ridgemont High came out, it was kind of like, it's one of those teenage movies. Everyone, but it was a great movie. So those are a couple of the birthdays. Today, The Twist by Chubby Checker made its debut. One of the all-time great dances. I always like to say this. Apparently, my mom and dad could get after it on the twist. They won a twist contest someplace. This is a story I heard. I have no confirmation other than from mom and dad, but. Yeah, but I will take their word for it. 2006, a day that will, I don't know, haunt us all at some point. I think Twitter is launched, now known as the X. Get your tweets out, everybody. And people were tweeting last night. Now, quick National Day rundown before we get to what we were going to talk about. All right, now I want your first thought when you hear it. Social Media Giving Day. No, I think this is where you're supposed to give through social media to others. So, yeah, it's a good day. It's a good day. Gummy Worm Day.
I love gummy.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah.
So I'm running a half marathon on Sunday and just bought gummy because that's like my.
Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, I need to put you up higher. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I keep a bag of like 3 or 4 in there for races because it like replenishes your sugar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually just bought some yesterday. I should have bought them today.
You should have. I've just put you up on all the speakers now. I was getting confused. I'm like, which one's she? But we're covered now. Yeah, I'm a professional, allegedly. What kind of pudding do you like?
Pudding?
Pudding. Do you like pudding?
Yeah, I actually chocolate puddings.
Chocolate pudding's your favorite?
Simple, yeah.
Tapioca. How are we feeling about that?
Actually, this is gonna make me sound a little bit like some banana pudding with those Nilla wafers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't ask you that. I asked you about tapioca pudding. How do you feel about that?
I don't know that I've ever had tapioca pudding.
Oh, really? Okay. Jeff likes it. I've had it. I've had it. Liked it. It's fine. It is National Tapioca Pudding Day. So there you go. I love horses. It's I Love Horses Day. Olivia's in today on the morning. She was, and I got to read the story. Olivia's in, she rides horses. She was an equestrian, competed, the whole thing. I'm the one reading the story about the horses. So, she knows everything about horses. I'm the one reading the story about the horses. But, I mean, horses are amazing animals. They really are. They really are. And they run really fast. If you bet money on them, you pick the right one, they can help you make some money. Not that we're encouraging wagering here.
We just love winning.
That's right. We just want to win. We're competitive. Pet Fire Safety Day. I think this is a great thing because we do news stories all the time, and they'll say family was rescued, the dog or the cat, they got out as well. I think, people want to, if there's, I know a lot of people now will put, hey, there's a dog or a cat in the house, and they'll make sure so that the firemen can figure out what they're looking for. How many people are in the house? Pets, the whole thing. So, it's important. And then give something away day. Just give something away.
I can do that. I've got a bag of clothes I've been meaning to drop off down into
There
my
you go.
room in the back of my car for weeks. So yeah, I'll sit there on my way home.
All right. So those are our national days. Those are some of our birthdays and a couple of things that happen on this day in the history of the United States of America. But something that happened last night. Now tonight, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the home run derby, tonight, Major League Baseball All-Star Game in Atlanta, Georgia. Pittsburgh Pirate Paul Skeens will be on the mound. You're a huge Pirates fan. And how about Skeens, though? 2 years in the big leagues, 2 years starter in the All-Star Game.
Last year, we were on vacation in the British Virgin Islands, and literally, we just happened to be on land that day. And we were sitting at a bar, one of these islands, watching Paul Skeens pitch in the All-Star game.
And he pitched well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and I got engaged the next day. So
there you go.
I'm going to just say it's because Paul Skeens did well.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Is he a New York Yankee already?
In my mind.
Or a Dodger?
It makes me sad.
It does. But I mean, you see it coming.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just it's inevitable.
Now, do you keep him the whole time, or do you let him, or do you trade him and get something back for him?
You keep him the whole time, and you get as much out of his arm as you can, and just hear me out. Maybe put some pieces around him to have a year or two where you make a run.
That would make sense.
I easier said than done, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. Hans Fisher checking in. Hi, Bill. Hi, Hans. Bill, welcome back. Thank you very much, Hans. Greatly appreciate it. And welcome back to the All-Star festivities. And so you have the American League, National League. From what I understand, and maybe I got it wrong, but from what I understand, they're going back to wearing their actual team uniforms. So
I did not like those.
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, I did not like those last night.
Last year's All-Star uniform things were horrific.
Yeah. Just
horrific. And I get to trying to sell some different jerseys, trying to move some product. But I want to see Aaron Judge. I want to see Ramirez, the Guardians. I want to see people, and I want to see Mookie Betts in a Dodgers uniform. I want to see, because as a kid, that was the thing. You'd watch the All-Star game, and you're like, oh man, all these teams together, and you could pick out your guys, and and I was one of the guys that loved to watch I think my favorite part of the whole All-Star game, watching the introductions when I was a kid. It's like, okay, and then it was who's going to get booed, who's not going to get booed. The home team who's getting booed is that the rival team of your team if you have someone, and back and forth. But the uniforms, I really, really want them to be the actual uniforms. You want to, if everybody you wore your own uniform and then you put on an All-Star hat, okay, I guess I could live with that.
Yeah.
But man alive, these uniforms for the whole, it's like you can't even tell who's who.
Yeah.
But so last night, you didn't like the uniforms either?
I didn't like the script on it.
It was too much.
And we've also come off a week where you were seeing all these different uniforms, everybody doing these city connects and things like that.
Yeah.
We were watching the Pirates Twins series.
Mm-hmm.
So I said I hated the Twins. They had that one with the state on Friday.
Yeah.
But then they had that really sick Twin Cities one on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's just from day to day. But I just.
And Ian said, my son Ian said last night, he goes, well, is that an A's player? Rooker. He came up and I said no, is that an Atlanta player?
An Astros player.
That's the one he said.
And Tim was like, no, he plays for the A's. I was like,
I
need something a little more, to distinguish it a little more.
Yeah, Ian said the same thing. He thought it was an Astros, and I said no, he's Athletics, and we don't even know where the Athletics play anymore. I think Sacramento. Right now, they're going to Vegas eventually. They'll get there in 9 years.
I just saw a video of they're obviously in the process of building. Looks like that's going to be a traffic nightmare on the
Oh
strip.
yeah, absolutely.
Traffic nightmare.
Because people in Vegas want to go to the big events.
Yeah.
You have the Sphere, you have all the casinos, you have all the people that are in residency and all that stuff. But people will make it happen, and they will probably sell out most games, and because people want to go, and be entertained. Okay, let's get to the home run derby.
Okay.
I would like to say like O'Neal Cruz.
He exceeded my expectations.
I have no idea. 513 feet. Well, I wasn't even
crazy.
sure. I'm not even sure where the ball landed. I'm not sure if I looked at the ball that actually went 513 feet when it did land, and they showed the split screen. The split screen by ESPN. Fellas, ladies that work at ESPN, you're better than this. You're the worldwide leader in sport. You don't know how to. They've done this for how many years? And here's the problem. Everyone, they want it to go faster. They want to fit it in a certain amount of time for TV. So they had the 10 out thing where it was like you'd hit as long as you want until you get 10 outs.
Yeah.
And it took a little while, but there was time between pitches. So if Barry Bonds crushed some pitch or Frank Thomas crushes a pitch, they show the ball go off the bat from behind or above, and they're showing all this stuff.
Doing the back, back.
But you're like, wow, look at that. That's unbelievable. Last night, at no time did I go, wow, that was unbelievable, because I didn't know what I was looking at. They had the swing. I don't need to see the coach pitching. It's like, okay, I'm seeing the coach pitch. I see the swing, and then I'm looking over here. But they have 40 balls in 3 minutes or whatever it is, 45 balls, 40 balls. And it's like, they're just boom, 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 boom. And it's like, okay, so now 2 balls are literally in the sky at the same time. What are you showing me?
I felt bad because I think the production people were getting a lot of flack, but they were set up to fail.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we were halfway through the first guy.
Yeah.
And I said to Tim, I was like, this is not viewer friendly at all.
Nope.
I would have rather them just have a camera behind home plate and just wide angle, and you can kind of see where it's coming off the bat.
Or have one of those in center field, and it's just as the ball's coming, the camera rotates to left field or center field and just pulls back, and you get a clip. They do it in golf.
Yeah.
I would imagine golf's, it's on the tee, so you get a better start there. But golf or baseball, it's a bigger ball. Put a camera that's just it rotate. And I just was like, please.
We switched to ESPN too because they were doing a stat cast.
Yeah.
And that I really enjoyed because you could see every time the ball was hit, how fast it came off the bat, which was, O'Neal Cruz hit one that was like 119 miles per hour off the bat,
it's
which
ridiculous.
Is crazy. But yeah, like you said, that 513 one, it was more when you hear a ball and you're like, you could hear how hard he hit it.
Yep.
But there were ones where I was just like, was that a home run? Was that did it happen? And like they were kind of, because it was going so fast, the announcers aren't reacting the way you're used to. So it was like, and then the number would be going up. I was like, oh, did that one go out? Did that?
Yeah.
It was tough.
And then they had close-ups of guys on the field, and they're holding their head and they're making the gestures. You're like, what's this go to? Yeah. And now the thing is, the next day they cut it up into highlights. It's like, oh yeah, that looks great.
Yeah.
It was awful last night.
Yeah, it was hard. It was not very, and like it's funny because they're doing this to make it more viewer friendly.
Yeah.
But it was not.
I think go back to the 10 pitch thing. Go back to something that there has to be enough time to watch the flight of the ball.
To get the full experience of it. Yeah.
This is an advertising campaign that was it was one of those campaigns back in the day. Chicks love the long ball.
Yeah.
Well, I love the long ball too, but I can't see the long ball if you're not showing me the long ball.
I do think it was different this year because I feel like 10 years ago, the way the guys were hitting balls, it was what did they say? Like the launch angle was way higher.
Yeah.
So I think that they were kind of thinking, and some of them were line drive home runs. Like when you're looking at O'Neal Cruz, these guys that are more
How about I did not know this until last night, that O'Neal Cruz's first name is for Paul O'Neill.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I was listening last night, and they said that his favorite Major League Baseball player at the time, when O'Neill was going to be born, was Paul O'Neill.
That's wild.
And just he went and we're going to name O'Neill, and that's why, because I've always wondered, why is it spelled that way? You know, it's just and I'm like, okay, that's kind of different.
No, that was cool. You know, I went in with I think I was hoping for low expectations, because I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I got up at midnight yesterday, and like, you know, this is 8:30 p.m. I'm like, maybe I'll just hit like 4.
Yeah.
Poor Jazz Chisholm, like that. Like that's what I was kind of half expecting.
Well, how many did he hit? I went to bed before he got up.
Oh God, I think Jazz only hit 3 or 4.
Yeah, you got to if you hit double digits, you're fine. Well, that's Jason Bay back in the day. Well, he had a rough home run, and I'll tell you what, Jason Bay may be as nice a person I've ever met in Major League Baseball. Just super nice, super nice. And he was at that All-Star. He was having a great season, and it was just like, wow, that was bad. That didn't go well.
I think when Cruz came up, I literally said, I was like, why am I anxious? Like, I just want him to do well, but maybe not well enough that I have to stay awake much longer.
Here's my thing with him. Okay, you know, you put that display on. You hit home runs. You got 16 home runs. Yeah. Hit some more home runs, hit for a little bit better batting, and play more fundamentally sound baseball. Because that's the thing. He had a huge All-Star. Okay, I actually thought at one point, did not see it out loud, did not say it out loud to Ian. We were watching together, and I just thought, okay, if he wins this thing, his ego's, I mean, every major leaguer's got an ego, and they have to, because you have to be that confident in yourself. So he already has that. But if he wins the home run derby, is that going to be out of control, and how much does that impact him during the regular season, where he just goes up?
He gets in his head.
Oh,
in both directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's known for that.
Yeah.
That was something Tim's stepson was over watching with us, and he covers the Pirates for the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. And that was what he said before his second time up. He was like, I hope he didn't have enough time to like freak himself out.
Yeah. Like, this is going really well.
Yeah. Or like, oh man, I'm not going to do that great. Like, that would be me. I'm the immediate, like, it will never be better. I can only get worse.
Yeah.
Like,
so I think the home run derby is always fun. And I mean, you know, watching the only thing that just, I said, it was so disappointing because you couldn't enjoy a 513-foot home run. And I'm looking at a split screen going, was that it that landed over in the water thing?
Well,
or did it go over the field?
Went to show where the ball was, and it wasn't even in the frame. And you're like, why am I looking at a bunch of people just standing in their seats? I did
switch over to the stat thing for a second, and they had the tracker lines like they do in golf. And I went, Ian goes, oh, this is better. I went, every time it goes underneath the graphic, I have no idea where it ends up. So I like, you know,
you were just getting old, Bill.
No. And here's the thing. I don't want to. I mean, I love baseball. I love home run derbies. I love all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the kid that watched when ESPN had replays of the home run derby show back in the day, and be like, Willie Mays is taking on Mickey Mantle, and you're like, this was a show.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then, or, you know, Hank Aaron was, you know, taking on Harmon Killebrew. And it was just like, these are the biggest stars of the day.
In college, the history of baseball pre-1920. It was a class in college.
Pre-1920.
So the professor, and I cannot remember his name. I bet you if I did a quick Google search, he literally wrote the book on baseball. He had a book pre-1920 history of baseball and post-1920. And I couldn't get into the post-1920
Did have Moses Fleetwood Walker in it?
Yes.
Really? There you go.
Bill, this guy, you could like throw out at, you know, June 21st, 1902, and he could tell you something.
But if you asked him about June 21st, 1921, he's a mess because he didn't.
No, he had a whole second class on the. It was incredible, but yeah, I could never get into the post-1920.
I only know up until 1920. I only know up until 1920. That's it.
I decided to cut it off. At
Reggie Jackson, no idea. No idea who's Reggie. What did he do? Mr. October. I don't even know. October. They didn't play until October back in 1920. I
wanted to get into that class because I did want to get into the whole portion of like World War II and like the women's league and I was always I didn't get into that.
We were talking best baseball movies the other day.
So League of Their Own is definitely my top 5. Field of Dreams is my number 1.
Yeah.
Like
Field of Dreams, great. I cried like a baby at the end of Field of Dreams.
Anything anything with Kevin Costner
In
in
the-
baseball
in-
is like
in the movie theater.
What's the name of
Could
that
not
one?
leave the movie theater for about 10 minutes because I was crying at the end of it. It was
for
so
love
good.
of the game. Him and
Love of the game. Who the late John Travolta's wife,
Kelly.
Kelly Preston.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Mhm. Oh, you know
Um,
why that's such a good movie? Vin Scully.
Vin Scully is great, but I
The
always love. What does he
whole-
say? Clear the mechanism.
Yeah,
I still
yep,
say that to myself sometimes when
Yeah.
I'm like getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'll like,
Yeah.
okay, quiet everything, clear the mechanism.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love that movie.
The Bull Durham. I watched that the other
Oh
day.
my god, that's such
Great
a good
movie,
I went
yeah.
and saw that field. I went down to Raleigh one time,
Mhm.
and
It's
it's
not there anymore, is it? I thought they redid the.
God, this was 2016.
Yeah,
so
I think they built
but
a
it was
new
like
one
an
down
old
there.
crappy
Yeah.
one that some like D3 college was playing at. Yeah. But it was cool, like seeing it. Their
Do they still have the bull up there?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the actual stadium that they
Anything
play
hit
at now
that
is
far has
beautiful.
to have a stewardess on it. Did you tell him what I threw? Yep.
Oh, that's a great scene.
We're having a little bit of a problem out here. Jimmy's getting married. Well, candlesticks. Candlesticks are really nice.
Yeah.
What do you need? Chicken?
my
Chicken? We can cook. It's
I
like
should watch that tonight. Major League.
Ian and I, when he was kicking in high school, one of the suggestions was he needs to go to kicking camp. So Coach Heacock from Iowa State had coached with Reno Suckoch at Big Red for 1 year. Came in, he's watching. He goes, "Are you taking Ian anywhere for a kicking camp this summer?" And I'm like, he's going to be a junior. We didn't know any of that stuff at that point.
Yeah.
He goes, "You should go to Iowa State." So we decided, okay, we're going to go. It's like $125 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, we're not getting a plane ticket. You don't fly. It's just, it's like, how do you get to Ames? So we drive out. So as we're driving, well, you know what, Ian? Well, we took a detour off a road. We hadn't been to Wisconsin. I'd never been to Wisconsin. It was 6 miles up this one road.
Yeah.
It was just so we could go stand. I made Ian do push-ups across the state line for Mark Massa. Because remember Mark Massa at Channel 11, he would start doing push-ups in the sports office. So whenever he saw Ian, now Jamie knows Mark because she interned at Channel 11.
There, yeah. And then covering the Steelers, I got to know.
So every time Ian would walk in, Ian, give me 10. So I filmed it to send it to Mark. So we're in Wisconsin. Ian's doing some push-ups. So we did that, and then all of a sudden I went, wait a minute. We're gonna go past Dyersville. No, I didn't know until I looked on a map that that's where the Field of Dreams is.
Yeah.
We took a detour 2 hours out of the way to go to the Field of Dreams. It is sensational. And people are it's just like in the movie. People are just walking around almost in a trance. Like, I'm at the Field of Dreams.
Sure.
This is unbelievable. And Ian hadn't seen the movie. I don't think he still hasn't seen the movie. And I'm kind of like,
Ian still hasn't seen the movie.
Still hasn't seen the movie, and he's looking at me like, "Why are you so happy?" And I said, "This is so cool to be here. This is just." And we went to the Field of Dreams. It was awesome. So, a lot of good movies. The Natural with Robert Redford. Come on.
Come on. Oh my God, I love that movie. That's
when
like one of the
Close
great
stands
scenes where he hits it into the light. Oh my God.
When Glenn Close stands up in the stands. And then, because he's striking out a stroke, then he hits one, and then they have meat in the soda shop, blah, 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 blah. But then at the end, he's in the hospital. And he goes, that day in Chicago, why'd you stand up? Says, I didn't want to see you fail. And it's like, oh, that's so good.
And so you know what other one I love? And this was just when I grew up.
Sandlot's a great movie.
Sandlot's a great movie.
The
Angels
original
in the
Bad News
Outfield?
Bear.
What was it? Oh, Bad News Bear was
The original one with Walter Matthau.
not the newer one.
Yeah. Angels in the Outfield.
What's the one where the kid
Rookie?
No, he broke his arm, remember, and all of a sudden
I thought that was Rookie.
He's got Gary Busey's in it. Like,
yeah, I think that's called
Angels
Rookie.
in the Outfield?
No, that's Rookie, I think, and he plays for the
Angels
Cubs.
in the Outfield was a great one.
He plays for the Cubs. Yeah. Here's one I
give
can.
him the stinky cheese.
Yeah. And then Major League's a good one. But here's one. I think this was done by HBO. Long Gone. I can't think of the name actors. He was the first CSI guy in Vegas when they had the first one. But he plays a minor league baseball player in the Alabama Florida State League.
Okay.
And it's in the 50s, so it deals with race. It deals with just this minor league show, but it's just a great baseball movie. I love it. It's called Long Gone.
I'll have to look it up.
But it's a hard one to find. But Caboli, ask Caboli about it.
Okay.
We would talk about. He would come up to me in training camp and say stuff, lines out of Long Gone, and I would answer, and it was like, I was like, and he'd go, "You're like the only one that knows this movie," and we would just trade lines from the movie.
I'll have to watch that.
So,
and if
Mark
you don't,
Caboli,
if
I got to give him a call just to say, hey.
If you're not into the movies, you can always read our good friend Rich Donnelly's "The Chicken Runs at Midnight."
Oh, I'll tell you what,
which I'm still waiting for that to be
unbelievable
that would
story.
Make a great movie.
Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the That's it. Yeah, that was a great one.
Okay. Oh, I'm saying the rookie. The rookie's the one with Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
And he plays the pitcher that
but he's
the teacher, and then he's like practicing in the
with the speed sign on the
and then
highway.
It like clicks into 96 after he looks away. You know, it's like, oh yeah, they're great baseball moves. They're great baseball moves. All right. Well, okay. Last question because we both have to go. What do you expect in tonight's All-Star game? What do you expect from the big boy, Paul Skeens?
That's all it's terrible. That is like, I would probably stop watching after the first inning.
Well, I probably will because I got to go to bed.
It's same. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'd like to see, I'd love to see him go in there, strike out the side and get to sit down with that smug look on his face. But yeah, that's what I'm looking most forward to. Like, I love watching that guy pitch.
Yeah. He's a power pitcher. Throws strikes around the plate.
I do always love it. I know people hate it. I love how they mic up players and they talk to players in the field at the All-Star game. I love it. I hate it when it's like a game that matters. Like, let them do their thing. But that always makes me laugh. But I just want to see Skeens go like strike out the side on like 11 pitches and like.
And then you have the moments like Dave Parker when he threw out everybody in the All-Star game, and it was just, I remember, and that was when I would watch the whole game, and it was just like, oh my God.
Oh, Tim brought that up. He was showing me that when he died a couple weeks ago, just like going through old Parker highlights.
Cannon for an arm.
Oh yeah.
But just it's just such good stuff, the All-Star game. And the thing is, Major League Baseball All-Star game by far, and NFL doesn't even do it anymore. NBA doesn't play any defense. NHL doesn't really have an All-Star game. It's always been the best All-Star game, especially back when I was in Little League and everything. So that would have been in the 70s. And Pete Rose is running over catchers and not apologizing for it. And guys' career kind of shortened because of it and everything. But it mattered because they didn't make that much money. So that winner share, instead of getting you would get 20 grand instead of 10 or whatever it was. Yeah. They were like, no, I need that cash. So they played hard, but it was the same thing. Skeens, Nolan Ryan started. Yeah, we're locked in. That'll be awesome. Or my man Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning from the Yankees. Oh, my favorite. Go Gator. All right, we're done. We're out of time. Right. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I think we got one comment here we didn't get to. Oh, that was Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry. Should have left the glasses on, then I'd be able to tell that I already looked at it. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Oh, before we go, this is what we really need to do. Let's see. We need to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank our friends.
We have to thank our friends indeed. And why wouldn't we want to? Because they're in Toronto, Ohio.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
The crew from Toronto, Ohio, Mike Biasi and the crew at Valley Converting. Can't thank them enough for all that they do for the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And we can't thank you enough for checking us out each and every day. We greatly appreciate it. It means the world to us. And thank you for the comments today. Anybody that wants to join in, you're always welcome to join in each and every day. Remember the 2 rules, everybody. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody.